everyone, it's time for ArtVentures, and today we're going to be making popsicles. So you've probably maybe had like ice cream sundaes before. You've probably had like cupcakes where you can put sprinkles on. So I was thinking, what if we could design or create our very own popsicles? Like popsicles with sprinkles, or popsicles with cotton candy, or popsicles with M&Ms on them. I don't know, they very well could already exist in the stores. I just eat what I eat, and I don't really know what all the choices are out there, but like I said, I thought it would be fun if we decorated and created our own popsicles. So if you got a kit from me here, you're going to have some shapes that are cut out in the shape of a popsicle, right? So I gave you probably a cardboard one, and then I also thought, oh gosh, you can't just have one popsicle, right? You want to eat more. So the paper ones were way more easy for me to cut out. So you probably only have one cardboard shape popsicle, and then the rest will be paper, okay? Now, something else that you probably have in your kit is a bag, like a Ziploc bag, that has some weird things in it probably. You probably have some of this, like, shredded kind of paper, like tissue paper almost. You're probably gonna have some cut up pieces of straw. That's weird, isn't it? You probably have some perler beads. If you know what those are those things you have to use an iron to kind of melt them into a shape. And then you probably have some like shiny jewel looking thingies. And then you're gonna have probably some cotton balls or pom-poms, and then like some colored circle shapes that are wood. What are all those things in that bag? Those can be your toppings for your popsicles, okay? So the straws, you can pretend that those are sprinkles, right? So if you have straws at your house, you can cut those up and use those for sprinkles, or use them for collages if you ever do other art projects at home. So some things that you're gonna maybe need to have today for this project will be something to use to color your popsicles. So it's whatever you like to use. If you like to use crayons, chalk, markers, colored pencils, paint, it's your choice. So that means if you're gonna use paint, what do you need? You're gonna need a paintbrush, unless you're using your hands. I'm totally down with that. That's what you wanna do. You're also gonna need some glue. I brought both. I have a glue stick and I have some squeeze glue. Here are some ideas in case you can't think of anything wonderful to eat, but these are just some popsicle ideas. So I'm gonna show them to you here. Look at that. Look at all those fun different colors, flavors. So it says on here there's like, oh geezy Pete. Sorry, I'm outside, and of course a windstorm just came through here and blew my straw sprinkles away. So I'm gonna have to be quick today. Quick. Can't talk that much to you. Okay, so let's see here. A gobstopper. Have you ever had gobstoppers? Those are those hard candies. Sometimes parents don't like us to eat them because they are not good for our teeth. Not that any candy's good, but like these are really bad. But if you suck on the gobstopper, each layer kind of turns into a different color. Let's see, this one here was an M&M one. So those are just some fun ones. And then they have like lemonade, frosty fruit, raspberry. Obviously these are all things you can think of on your own, but I thought sometimes it's hard to come up with ideas. Now, I am going to do some with you, and then I'm gonna show you ones that I already did. So here's my first popsicle that I did. So this is just kind of a swirly. I'm gonna pretend it's like an orange raspberry flavor, okay? So that looks pretty good, doesn't it? And then I made, now, my picture that I just showed you, it said chocolate banana, but I really like Nutella on my bananas. So this is a banana flavored popsicle topped with Nutella. And if you've never tried it, I promise you it is super yummy. You won't be sad about it. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and take my plain popsicles, and I brought some paint outside, hoping it's not gonna blow away too. So I'm gonna open that up. Oh, I think it might have just landed on my head, I'm not really sure. And guess what color? Blue. Okay, so I just poured it straight on my popsicle because, like I said, it's more windy today than I thought. And so now I'm just going to move the paint around on my popsicle. Now I'm just gonna color the whole thing blue. Do you need to do that? No. Do you have to have one color popsicle? No. Do you even have to color it? I mean, I'd like for you to, because what flavor are you gonna try to tell me your white popsicle is? Are you gonna tell me it's powdered sugar flavored? Ugh, nobody wants a powdered sugar flavored popsicle. Oh, I probably would. I know my daughter probably would. Or you could even just tell me it's a sugar popsicle. Get it? Sugar, because popsicles have sugar in them. Jokes, 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 jokes. Okay, so I'm painting my popsicle. Get it? I just used a double P painting popsicle. And I'm spreading the paint around. I should have brought out 2 colors, but I did not do that. So I guess I'm gonna have 2 blue popsicles to show you. Now what I'm gonna do with these 2 popsicles, just so you're not watching this video for 12 days, I am going to use some of my toppings that I gave you and just kind of create something. So like I said, I thought it would be fun because everybody here watching has probably made an ice cream sundae before. Now, if you have not made an ice cream sundae, you need to ask your mom, your dad, your grandma, your aunt, your uncle, your neighbor, your teacher, your best friend. You have to say, hey, look, I'm 7 years old and I've never had an ice cream sundae, and they're gonna look at you and be like, oh my gosh, you poor child, please come inside now. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna get a bowl, okay? They're gonna put hopefully more than 1 scoop, but they're gonna put a scoop of ice cream in the bowl. And then, this is where the fun part happens, they're gonna say, all right, do you want hot fudge? Or do you want caramel? Or do you want butterscotch on your ice cream sundae? And then you're gonna be like, wait a minute, what? Caramel, butterscotch, hot fudge, all of those? And then they're gonna say, yeah, you don't have to just pick one. So then you're gonna say what? I would like all 3, please. So they're gonna put all those yummy sauces on your ice cream, and you can say, oh, can you warm it up for me? Because who doesn't like fudge to be hot and warm? Makes it gooey, right? So you're gonna have hot fudge, caramel, and butterscotch. And then they're gonna say, oh, follow me over here. And they're gonna take you to this special cabinet in the kitchen, and that's gonna have all these different colored sprinkles. And they're gonna say, you wanna put some sprinkles on your ice cream? And you're gonna be like, heck yeah. So that's what we're gonna do with our popsicles. You ready? Okay, so my popsicles are wet, so this is probably not gonna work out as great as it will for you. Even though I'm outside and it was windy and it blew my pretend sprinkles away, this is still very wet. So what I'm going to do is show you what my idea was. I'm gonna use squeeze glue because I've already got wet paint, so I don't think the glue stick will really work that great for me, right? So I'm gonna pick some spots where I want to put some of my toppings. And then what would be fun is if you put toppings on your popsicle, you could maybe decide what you want to call your popsicle, right? So that way if I ever come to your house, I can say, hey, can you make me one of those chocolate fluffernutter popsicles? If that's what you decided to call it. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm taking these are the wood circles, okay, and they're just different colors. So I'm gonna put them on my glue dot, and I'm trying to think of what I could call this. What would be a good name for this kind of popsicle? My gosh, Goody Goody Gumdrops popsicle. What do you think of that idea? It just came to me, guys. It just came to me. That's how creative I am in my ideas. I'm putting all my oranges together, and I don't want that. I don't want my blues together. I'm gonna switch this, put it there, and then put another blue here. You know, because I'm being graded on this, so I wanna make sure it looks nice. Just kidding, I'm not really getting graded. I might be, I don't know. Okay. Hopefully, when I lift this up to show you, nothing falls. Are you ready? look at that. It's my Goody Goody Gumdrops Popsicle. Looks delicious, doesn't it? You can't tell me that's not cute. Okay, it's because it's cute. It's very cute. Okay, next one. Let's see here. What other toppings do I have? So the pom-poms, if anybody noticed, you probably got like red or pink because I thought cherry, right? You like to put cherries on ice cream sundaes sometimes. Let's see. I think I'm going to use some of the perler beads on this one. Do you guys like Skittles? Maybe this will be like a Skittle one. Let's see here. I'm gonna squeeze some of my glue across the top. Can you see what I'm doing? And I'm actually gonna put some of this on here. Now what am I gonna say this is? If you have scissors, you may want to trim it up a bit. I'm not sure how many pieces I gave you, or if they're too long, you may want to trim them. Or, you know, you could just have them hanging off your popsicle. I think I'm going to pretend this is cotton candy because everyone loves cotton candy, right? So my daughter has a cotton candy maker that she got for her birthday a few years ago. And if you've never had cotton candy from a cotton candy machine that you can buy to have at your house, you can buy this special, they call it cotton candy sugar, or it tells you in like the recipe book that you can use pieces of candy. So like we used Jolly Ranchers, and then it gave the cotton candy like the Jolly Rancher flavor that we picked. I like cinnamon, so we use like cinnamon candies to make cinnamon flavored cotton candy. That was pretty fun. All right, so far I have some cotton candy on the top. Actually, I think I'm just gonna do a little bit more cotton candy. So like I said, I used paint. You don't have to do that. I'm making mine a cotton candy. You don't have to do that. You could pretend they're gummy worms, or you could even pretend like the pieces of the straw. If you don't want those to be sprinkles, those could be like gummy worms. Look at all these wonderful ideas I'm coming up with while I do this. What else could we think of? I don't know, there's those ice cream stores out now. I don't know if you've ever been, but you go and then they've got like all these toppings, like I think they even have cereal. So you could pretend like those colored circles I gave you, the wood ones, you could pretend that those are like Fruit Loops or something. So you could have a Fruit Loop popsicle. You could have Skittles, M&Ms, Reese's Pieces, if you're not allergic to peanut butter. You could make an Oreo cookie one. Those you probably can get in the store now, probably, I don't know. I need one more layer for my cotton candy. Now, if I invited you over to my house, would you try my cotton candy popsicle? Or would you say, I don't really like cotton candy, but I really like Nutella and banana. Would you try my Nutella and banana popsicle? Or what about my Goody Goody Gumdrops popsicle? Would you try that one? Or what was my last one? I think I said orange raspberry swirl. All right, I'm gonna show them all to you here in a second. This is gonna need time to dry, but here is my cotton candy popsicle. Here is my Goody Goody Gumdrops popsicle. And then these are the two I did before. This is my my banana and Nutella popsicle. And then this is my orange raspberry swirl popsicle. So look at this, oh my gosh. Could you imagine going through the ice cream aisle at the grocery store with an adult and passing these beautiful, beautiful, tasty, tasty looking popsicles? I mean, who wouldn't want this one? Delicious. And nutritious if you get the banana one, right? Always thinking of the health, right? All right, thanks for watching ArtVentures. I hope that you're having fun creating and designing your very own popsicle. Remember, this is paper and cardboard, so you can't really eat it, but they do look so yummy. Makes you want to try one. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.